From Watford, London, England, the former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, AJ Anthony Joshua.
Leo from Italy that's cast in the role of Al Malcolm and Mike Middleton, and if you want to know who they are, Al Malcolm was the debutant for Lennox Lewis back in 1989 and Middleton for Audley Harrison in 2001. Neither of those two gentlemen lasted very long. And a switch downstairs. Oh, and he's got him. Big solid right hand there, has shaken the Italian. It's amazing that these two scale almost exactly the same. Joshua chiseled, the body shape's so different. There's another one of those long right hands, and Emanuele Leo is feeling those. There's another one going inside. Joshua with a couple of spearing jabs getting through another one of those right hands. The legs have turned to jelly, and he's ready to go already. There's another big shot, another couple more. He's still standing, but for how much longer? The legs are dipping again. He's taken some solid shots, still standing. Now an uppercut just jams him up.
Holding and punching.
Yeah. What is keeping Leo up? He is getting tattooed here, and he has to go, and it's over. That's what the fuss is about. He's destroyed a very brave opponent, and he hasn't broken a sweat. And he's looking around as if to say, is that what the pro game is about? Is it that easy? Well, no, it isn't. Not going down the road, but that's the kind of start you want when you're taking your first step in the pro game.
No, everything he did was class. They have Leo on the floor at the moment. They have oxygen handy.
Vastly experienced Butlin, been in with some very good men, as you heard Derek Chisora twice, Albert Sosnowski, who was a former world title challenger.
Right, it's, you have to expect this, but I mean, it's quite right. You have to be careful with all talents. A good right hand from Joshua.
Yeah, rocked him there, rocked him early, and the legs are sagging, and he's really feeling that right hand here, Butlin.
No, we're seeing what we expected to see, but I was quite surprised by the speed of that right hand from Joshua. That was terrific. Yeah, which is also good, you know, he doesn't have the pressure of the crowd looking for the knockout like he's hurt there.
Left hand to the body. Oh, nailed him, that right hand. Nobody wants to see Butlin get hurt. Body shots coming in, he's all over the place here, and that's it. The towel comes in, Howard Foster says that's enough. And a smile at the end from Paul Butlin, who says, yeah, I've been in with something special there. Well, it was a two-punch combination, but it was the right hand just exploded on the eyebrow of Paul Butlin, and that was right there the fight ender. I mean, goodness knows how Butlin got up from that.
Well, the speed of the right hand surprised me in the opening round from Joshua, and surprised Butlin at the beginning of the second, and that was a terrific punch.
Now it's the turn of KISCIEK from Croatia, whose main credentials seem to be that he went the full 6 rounds with Hughie Fury in Leicester.
KISCIEK does look a little bit fleshy, he doesn't look in the best of shape. That was clever. Lovely body shot.
Yeah, picking his shots very nicely.
Nice little half steps back as KISCIEK comes forward, so he's boxing nicely, just putting on a bit of a show at the moment.
The right eye, KISCIEK. Nice dug-in body shot there. And following upstairs as well, and already it's looking like it could be the end. Does he make mistakes? Does he learn from those mistakes? Does he take his time? Does he measure his work?
I mean, there was that little left hook as he backed off.
Oh, with a right hand counter, he took it well. Gonna take a lot more here as well as he starts to open up, then holds.
Then a little step back for no reason. Yep, he's in no hurry.
Oh, that might be the end of that. A really sharp. Just lunges in. You've got to credit his bravery, but he's getting a pounding in there, and that's that. No, it's been stopped. All over. KISCIEK wanted to go on. But all the damage was done by that brutal combination that put the Croatian on the floor. He's still complaining. He still wants to go on, but I think he's been spared because he was going to get hurt if he'd carry on. He's got a big heart, this fella, but that's all he had.
Well, when a fight ceases to become competitive, especially in the heavyweight division, then I think it's time for the referee to step in, put an end to it. KISCIEK was brave, he wanted to carry on, he came here to put up.
Let's see what Dorian DARCH will do here, a civil engineer by trade who commutes to Bristol every day.
I mean, this is a huge night for DARCH as well, remember. But
that's what DARCH will be thinking. Give it a go, try and have one of those right hands. Joshua too fast for him there, and then landing a right hand of his own. DARCH felt that one. Taking his time here with DARCH. DARCH doing a nice job of slipping and getting a decent right hand of his own in.
Still the most important punch in the book.
DARCH had a hand with Larry Holmes, who was ringside at the that night. Oh, DARCH walked up to a right hand and then got shaken up by the follow-up right hand. One big mistake and he was in. Joshua, and he could finish it here. DARCH looking to try and fight his way out of trouble, but the right eye of DARCH. Staggered again. This time by a straight left, then caught by another left. DARCH is struggling. He's in trouble. And there is an argument to say that's enough, and it is. Because DARCH wasn't going to go easy. But he was hurting, and he was hurting badly. And another clinical, brutal performance from Anthony Joshua.
Yep, he's just naturally so heavy-handed. He used the jab to good effect tonight. It's difficult to say tonight. I've seen improvements every time he's out. It's difficult to find the improvements tonight. Didn't last long enough, if you like. But to his credit, Dorian DARCH gave it a real go. A couple of times you could have forgiven him for bailing out. Well, he didn't quite, even at the end. The referee saved him. He's heading towards. He's down to earth. He's likeable. And he's terrific to watch. And he's facing a man here who's won more than he's lost.
And some of those against full-blown cruisers as well. And I think he's already felt the power of that Joshua right hand.
A little bit crude and a little bit slow. So he's going to pay for that unless he can get his hands up a little bit tighter. He's a certain victory. No, but he doesn't get sloppy, he doesn't get anything silly. His concentration's good, his technique's good, and he's a lot of punches.
There we go again. That's rocked him. He's in trouble here already in the first round, the Argentinian. He looked at his corner there as if to say, what have you done to me? And he's gone. And I don't think he wants any part of this. He's moved it away and he's not getting up. He had no interest. He's looking at the referee as if to say, why have you stopped it? Well, he was stopped because he was in all sorts of trouble with the count at 9. Anthony Joshua hears the cries of easy, easy, and they are loving him here.
Yep, that's what they come to see, that's what they expect to see when Anthony Joshua's on the bill. And it was a decent punch, it didn't land full force, but it seemed to catch a bit on the cheekbone. And I don't think he was acting when he went down, I think he was genuinely hurt. He's recovered quickly enough from it.
He's certainly coming out, as we expected. It's a daunting prospect for him, though. Nobody has yet taken Joshua into a third round, and Jim, nobody seriously expects LEGG to do that tonight.
But he looks happy to be, and he just missed the whisker there with a left hook. Which maybe told us something. There's another one, he's giving it a go, and that's all we can ask of him.
Getting the high guard up there as Joshua died. Oh, that right hand uppercut! Bang! You're in desperate trouble, and he's done. One big right hand. Good night.
Yeah, but we're not surprised at the one-round finish. But thankfully, in the short time it lasted, LEGG made him work. Caught him with a couple of shots, put him under a little bit of pressure, got him breathing heavily, which I haven't seen in his short career. But there you go, that's what's so special about one punch. And everything is turned upside down. A terrific shot, short, jolting uppercut. And as soon as it landed, you can see the way LEGG collapsed to the floor.
Who has not been in a ring for 16 months when he went the distance with John McDermott in a losing effort. Before that, lasted just 2 rounds against David Price. But
so that would suggest he's going to give this a bit of a go, and he does no tricks. And he's going to be throwing some punches if this goes any distance. And Joshua just stepping back away from it. He can see what's coming. There you go again.
Feint from Joshua.
Oh, great shot.
Caught him. Skelton took that and has a big grin on his face. He'd say, if that's the best you got, I can take it.
Can go all the way. Doing well here, he's keeping his cool, just taking his time. Good right hand again.
He followed up with a left immediately, and Skelton took it very well. How many more of those can he take? The legs wobbled there off that right hand. Skelton, as Joshua looked to land the right hand, but he's taken He just waited. Is it going to be another inside 2 rounds for Joshua, who takes his time, measures him up again. Skelton's all over the place. Steve Gray says that's it. Matt Skelton sinks to his haunches. He was destroyed by that right hand. He's done it again. 7 out of 7 inside 2 rounds.
Okay, Joshua's won a fight. We expected him to win. But again, you have to be impressed with the manner he went about it. Hardly took a decent shot from Skelton. Okay, Skelton, 47 years of age. But he was throwing leather, but Joshua's tactics were perfect. The jab worked really well all the way through. And he set up the big right hand that finished the job. Skelton got back on his feet again because of his experience. Probably referee Steve Gray.
Let's see what happens here. Joshua, big, physically imposing.
Yeah, and there's a few things he does naturally, which he's definitely not been taught. You know, he backs off and throws a left hook. You know, the body weight going back and he gets power into the left hook.
Being hit hard on the chin. We don't know the answer. We will one day. Nice combination again. In and out of range so quickly as well, as you said, Jim.
I mean, what we do need to see is someone who can take him a few rounds. Will Irish be able to do that? I'm not so sure.
Nice body shot in there from Irish. But just letting the punches go. Another good body shot from Irish.
You know, when you're dealing with the lighter weights, you can move them up in with heavier guys, getting quality sparring. I think they've managed some of that.
Is this number 5 here? And he's certainly opening up as if he wants to get rid of him right here. Irish.
And I think the jab is also sickening. I mean, there's nothing he can do about that.
The Watford man.
Oh, that's the one.
Didn't miss that time. Took everything, didn't he? One big right hand. And a punch as he was on the floor as well from Joshua.
And still be in there. Full credit to him.
And it gets another one. The towels come in. And he got absolutely slaughtered with a left hand right on the decision of Steve Gray to jump in there. They'd seen enough in the corner. They said, I'm getting the towel in. And Steve Gray, I think, had seen enough as well. It was that first knockdown, that big right hand that did all the damage.
Well, we complimented Irish the way he was giving it a go, trying to take the fight to Joshua. But that big right hand, the first one that landed cleanly on the chin and then caused the knockdown, you could see the difference in Irish when they get back up again. Can't blame him, he simply didn't want to be there.
Can he repeat the trick as a professional? He's up against Denis BAKHTOV, who once held this title, the WBC International Heavyweight title, back in 2001. That was his 9th.
Yeah, eventually he's going to need some competitive rounds. At the moment, BAKHTOV doesn't know how to get close.
This could be big trouble for BAKHTOV already, as Joshua's catching him early. The crowd's caught fire as well. He made him miss with that first jab, didn't he, BAKHTOV? I thought, oh, we got someone who's going to be a bit clever and cute here. And then once Joshua tagged him.
That definitely a special talent in the heavyweight division.
Oh, look at that counter right hand as well. He loved it. BAKHTOV didn't. He's taken it though, but Joshua's smiling again.
But you know, he's not just thinking about power, Joshua, he's thinking about his skills as well. He doesn't want to take punches yet. Terrific right hands.
And Ian John Lewis might have a job to do because BAKHTOV is so brave. He's standing up to this, but he is getting pounded. And Ian John Lewis, oh, he's letting it go on. Well, I thought he was stopping it.
He should be.
And he will, and he has. If you hadn't seen him before and you wondered what the fuss was about, that is what the fuss is about.
Yep. I mean, that's as good a performance as what I've ever seen from Anthony Joshua. He's just wiped out a guy who does not get wiped out. That was terrific, and he hardly took a punch in return.
Skelton, 2 rounds last time out. What can Michael Sprott, who's had 8?
Sprott will give it a go.
And the combination flow early here. Past his best now, right hand comes through and he's wobbled, he's shaken by that, and Joshua straight on him, and Sprott's in big trouble here. Joshua just teeing off, and Terry O'Connor says that will do it right there.
Heaven's sake.
Stunning. That should have been a bit earlier because Sprott was in big trouble.
Goodness me. And the referee, was he watching the fight, refereeing it? Goodness me, he should have stepped in a lot sooner than that. I mean, that shows you the power this man has. The punch that caused the damage was partially blocked, but he still had the power to knock SPROTT onto his heels. But the referee...
And maybe that's why the bookies are saying there's a very good chance this could go inside a round. That would be pretty sensational if it happened.
But really, we cannot give him any chance here whatsoever.
Well, he's just trying to survive at the moment.
You know, just a slight frustration in the early stages of the round here.
Solid straight left hand just rocked Gavin there. Yeah, the reflexes saved Gavin there. Just turned his head and tried to do it again, and then forced to hold as well. But how long can he do that for?
I mean, it's also...
And there's the big right hand. Gavin in big trouble. The left puts him down for the second time. He was undone by the right.
And here we come now.
Gavin in trouble, down again, I think the right hand, and he landed a punch when he was on the floor there. And down he goes again, left hand again. And Viktor Loughlin's got to put an end to this. But this is getting ugly here, and it's waved off. It's done. Anthony Joshua does it again. This time he was left hand happy, and it's destroyed Jason Gavin, and he's done it faster than Deontay Wilder managed last year.
Yep, another impressive performance. At times Gavin made it a bit awkward, a bit frustrating for Anthony Joshua, but he kept his cool, and as I was saying, he kept his own defences nice and tight. He knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm impressed by the fact that it was short punches that got the job done tonight.
So a tool sharpener for Joshua, unless the unthinkable happens, however unlikely that may be. He's jab, such a weapon for a heavyweight. Joshua in London when he was over, body shot, and a right hand there from Joshua. Just can't get into it at all. Body shot from Joshua. He's doing as he please, and he's rattling in hooks. And very tough. And the question there will be, will Joshua be able to get rid of him early, or will he take him the distance? It doesn't look like. Now Rafael Zambano Love in front of him. 29 knockouts himself in his favour. He did go 12 with Shannon Briggs, but Shannon Briggs a shell of the fighter he once was. And a right hand lays him out. Beautifully timed by Anthony Joshua. This is done and dusted. It is his 6th second round win and his 12th straight victory in all. AJ lights up Birmingham, and he's done it in many other cities around the UK, and I'm sure he'll do it in many more.
Yeah, he will. It was a bit of a hiding to nothing, if I'm honest, though, because he didn't really beat anything that was in front of him. There was no real challenge there, and I'm sure he would have had tougher sparring sessions. So
whether it goes that long remains to be seen, and we're about to find out. Joshua versus Kevin Johnson. Got to try and bomb him out of there, breaking down bit by bit, because the record would suggest durability. There's the first big right hand landing, followed up by a left. And Johnson already in big trouble here. Continues just to zero in on him, taking his time, couldn't land the right hand that time. Just out of range there as well, but Joshua going to work once again and nails it. Right hand. Ian John Lewis hasn't seen it. Now he's got rid of it, but can Johnson survive? Joshua looking to just blitz him out of there. Inside a round, there goes the bell, and Johnson is finished. If it's when, and that when looks like it's going to be any second now. He is in terrible, terrible trouble here. Just getting blown apart. Well, that reputation for durability is well deserved, but how much longer can this go on? And it's stopped, it's over, done, inside 2 rounds. Kingpin just got bowled over, and the biggest smile in the place belongs to Anthony Joshua, who does it again. What on earth are they going to do with him next?
Well, that'll ring some alarm bells through the heavyweight division in world boxing. No one's come close to doing that to Kevin Johnson. I fancied it would happen, but nobody has done that to him before. But Anthony Joshua.
And how does Gary Cornish cope with the biggest night of his career? A joiner by trade, same as Ken Buchanan.
Looking for the body there, Joshua with a straight right hand.
Joshua looking very sharp here and nails it with a right hand. Looking unsteady, Joshua looking to measure him up. Could this be gone in the first? He's caught it with another right hand, and Cornish is in desperate trouble already.
You wouldn't believe, only a dozen fights.
And it's stopped. It's all over in 90 seconds. Anthony Joshua's biggest test on paper has turned into his quickest win. What can you say about Anthony Joshua? A blistering performance.
You have to say that any heavyweight that's caught clean by Joshua is going to be on the canvas. He has tremendous natural punching power.
Little Howard Foster. Well, he's not so little, but he looks little.
He's dwarfed, isn't he, by these two big guys. Joshua's come in at a...
Really trying to stamp his authority on Dillian Whyte. Let him know he's the boss right away here. Anthony Joshua's midsection, which, oh, good shot there from Joshua. A little stagger from Whyte. Heavy assault from Joshua. Yeah, this is really early, Nick.
Yeah, he's putting his foot down here. And look at this. Look at that grin on his face there. It's like, I got you. And Whyte at the moment is backed up. Bad intentions between these two. They really, really don't get along. A lovely right uppercut.
He's went for the left hook, followed by the right hand on a number of occasions now. Good body punching there.
Whyte just seems to be a little bit out of ideas, and Joshua keeps picking him off at range like that. A smile from Whyte. Any fun at all at the moment. That left hand of his has just not been a factor these last 3 rounds. He's gets picked off here. He's been outworked, out-hustled. And
both are showing good stamina up to now. Oh, it's a big shot, Nick.
Rocked him early out of nowhere. Another right hand as he left himself. Looks like he's in no rush. He's playing the matador in there at the moment.
Oh!
Bludgeoned him with a huge right uppercut. Whyte is down, and I'm not sure he's getting up from that.
What
Anthony
a shot.
Joshua. Oh, stunning finish.
Was that a right uppercut, Nick?
The finish was the right uppercut. It means so much to him. There was a definite personal edge to that for Anthony Joshua. Robert Smith, the General Secretary of the Boxing Board, in there just cooling him down a little bit. This one meant a lot. It really did, personally. It also means he adds the British heavyweight title to his collection of belts as well, and that means something special. But the hope of everyone in this arena is it's the coming of age of Anthony Joshua. Joshua looks to land the right hand, but he's miles away there, despite the big cheer that went up. Every time they come together, you can just hear the reaction in the crowd. They are waiting for an explosion here. There's the right hand from Joshua. He senses that Martin felt that. But Martin's got to watch for, and he's starting to unload here, and Martin, in many ways, both these two novices. Another right hand gets in from Joshua. And all those weeks sparring Joey Abel, Minnesota Ice, remember him? Lost to Tyson Fury a couple of years ago.
Lead off with his southpaw right, look for the left.
Got him! Right hand on the floor. Martin looks into his corner as if to say, what on earth was that? A minute 40 left in this second round. And he's down again! And Joshua on the brink here, strolls into the corner. Over, done. Britain has a new world heavyweight champion.
Well, he said yesterday, Charles Martin, that he'd never been hurt, amateur or pro, in sparring anything. Well, he has now. He's just been knocked out, and that was a short reign, and we have a new heavyweight champion of the world, and it is Anthony Joshua.
Big challenger, and a challenger that's been working with a couple of cruiserweights.
No, if he can get him out of there, he will do it.
That was a solid clubbing left-handed. Good, sharp, fast hands again. Breazeale is really already struggling but he was outweighed by 3 stone, and still Brazil hit the deck. Joshua.
Oh, good body shot
Yeah,
there.
the legs have completely gone. Is that right hand measuring his man? A long raking left hand has Brazil in trouble. That left eye closing already. Brazil gritting his teeth, trying to tough this out.
You know, the upper body movement's good. The replays are going to love the left hook.
Yeah, as Brazil was coming in as well. I mean, he really did land that sweetly, but Brazil.
No head movement, lateral movement. He needs to do something a little different if he wants to start winning.
And that's what he gets in return, a 3-punch combination upstairs that rocks the head back. And then Joshua goes to work and puts him on the floor. Everybody on their feet. Brazil fighting for his life now, and he's down again. And it's all over. Howard Buster's waved it off. He's got nothing left. Anthony Joshua does it again. Still world champion.
Well, Nick, that was everything we wanted tonight. We wanted a few rounds. We wanted to see Joshua having to work against someone who wasn't here to quit. And I thought he did an excellent job round after round. You can have little nitpicky little criticisms here.
In the heavyweight division, which has been littered with upset.
Round 1.
So many in the mix. Deontay Wilder, David Haye, who's with us at ringside. This exciting and vibrant new heavyweight era. Here we go.
Great advice just early on. Just do nothing silly. Don't know what Molina's going to do here.
Body shot to the right hand early.
On paper, there's not much for Joshua to fear, but this is heavyweight boxing. All it takes is one shot to change the outcome of the fight.
Leverage he gets with the jab, Joshua, and catches Molina. Back top on the ropes and a big right hand. Fight between Juan Manuel Marquez and Marco Antonio Barrera in Vegas. He came back from that. He was sparred by Chris Arreola. Tries to get a right hand in for the whole journey, for the bigger tests that lie ahead. But the Predator is going hunting, and he's going hunting now. The right hand flattens Eric Molina.
Great work there from Joshua. That right hand found its way home, and we saw the effects. Molina does not want to be in here now. The fight's over.
Stopped in the 3rd round. Anthony Joshua defending his IBF heavyweight title in emphatic fashion, and just a smile down to you, David, at ringside, as if to say, we may meet down the line.
Definitely, he knows it. I know it, he knows it. You know, and that right hand, that power, that's exactly what he needed to do tonight. You know, his hands are going to be fine. You know, there's no cuts, no nicks, no bruises. He's fresh and ready for the Klitschko fight next up in probably April.
Too much class, too much athleticism, too much reach, too much power.
Round 1 begins. Referee David Fields operates out of New Jersey. He has had a tendency in the past to be relatively slow to stop fights after only 18 fights.
Guys, Joshua's boxing very well so far. You know, the questions going into this fight, given what you mentioned, Roy, his kind of thin amateur pedigree, the judges don't have the benefit of replay.
Oh, Klitschko hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt. Klitschko's hurt bad.
Joshua has Klitschko.
Yeah, Klitschko's hurt bad.
These shots are landing.
Left hook upstairs.
Yeah, Klitschko's hurt.
Klitschko trying to grab and hold. Joshua trying to go ahead.
And he's got a cut under his eye. Klitschko's cut under the eye, and he's hurt very bad. And there he goes. Down goes Klitschko.
Body shot to Joshua. Uppercut. Tremendous shot. Wladimir in trouble. Joshua's trying to finish him. Right down. Down goes Klitschko. A minute 30 left in the round. We could be looking at the end of Wladimir Klitschko's amazing career. Second knockdown in the round. Every punch is aimed at ending the fight. Body shot, left hook upstairs, right hand. David Fields is going to stop it. Anthony Joshua wins.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I know Joshua came in with a belt, but that is how you become the heavyweight champion of the world. That was a great heavyweight heavyweight championship fight.
A spectacular fight. The best fight at the summit of the heavyweight division in as long as we can remember.
Will it be Joshua with ease, or is there a sensation from the TAKAM camp?
It looked like a heavy clash of heads. Josh looking like he's going to work here slightly, body and head. Yeah, putting some nice shots together there, Joshua. Maybe, you know, putting a little bit of pressure now with that nose that maybe broke. I mean, he's got to watch that aggressive counter from TAKAM because he's looking at firing back.
Joshua with the right hand, and TAKAM shrugs his. Wladimir Klitschko lost an early fight to Ross Purity, a bit like that, when he outlasted him in the Ukraine, but Joshua has that power, the equaliser, good uppercut, and TAKAM is in all sorts of pain. So both of them have had their injuries, both still standing, and TAKAM's going to go for it. Oh, but Joshua with the knockdown! 15 seconds left in the fourth.
You can see that both are wounded, but it seems like Anthony Joshua is dealing with the problems better. These are good shots from Anthony Joshua. TAKAM showing how tough he is.
The Brit.
It's a horrendous cut at him, to be fair to Carlos TAKAM, and he's shipping an awful lot of punishment now.
Loading up but relaxed with his loading, so he's putting heavy shots together.
Oh, good uppercut though. Joshua found it.
Nice
he did
uppercut.
that to Klitschko, and that was a perfect punch. Didn't have easy nights with them. Big shot from Joshua. And again a left hook, and TAKAM says, come on then. He's not going to want to see too much sustained punishment, because TAKAM's not going to win this. Anthony Joshua now retains his world heavyweight titles. It is stop. Carlos TAKAM complains, he bitterly protests. He has been outstanding as a challenger on such short notice, but ultimately it came down to Anthony Joshua's class, punch power and his freshness that got him through what was a torrid battle.
Well, it is a shame that it was stopped when he was.
Referee Giuseppe Quattarone calls for the bell. Jab upstairs by Joshua before darting in with a right hand to the body.
Joshua doing a decent job of cutting the ring off, and that can slowly mentally start to pressure you a little bit if you're Parker. And Joshua, oh, nice right, counter right by
Got
Parker.
a right hand, another right hand by Joshua. Joshua feinting.
So Joshua's settling into a pace where he's starting to get pressure off on Parker, and he's starting to get a little closer bit by bit.
Joshua backs. Joshua, one of 7 current champions representing the United Kingdom, as
he took him like 3 seconds to break that up. A lot of times some more damage can be done.
Right hand by Joshua lands on Parker, who tried to roll with it. Joshua, the Freudian slip there, Al. He doesn't move as well as Parker does.
This is
from
the most
both Joshua and Parker.
He has slowed the pace of this fight appreciably in his own.
Oh, there's a left hand that lands for Joshua. Parker leaning in, gets clipped with a right uppercut, and what the hell is the referee doing?
I don't know why he jumped
thought
in.
Parker slipped that uppercut.
In heavyweight history, just the second involving.
Boring to some.
Joshua going to the body with the jab, has Parker backed up in the corner, and again just whipping with that right uppercut.
Anybody could land the punch here, but still fought with respect. Good body shot by Joshua, as we were mentioning.
Parker backing up to the ropes. Joshua lands the jab, follows it up with a right hand. Presence felt.
Yeah, with like 10 seconds left. It's ridiculous.
Well, New Zealand and Samoa, your boy Joseph Parker is no April Fool. A heroic effort in
Classic to fire up this damn night. The world heavyweight titles at stake, the most treasured.
Just waiting and picking his shots back nicely. Good work there from Anthony Joshua on the counter.
But a good jab back from Joshua. And there's the right hand, tried for the first real time. And Joshua just hasn't got settled yet, Carl.
He hasn't known. He's pouring with that jab. He's not snapping the jab out solidly. Just found one to with that left hook there. That's great. Nice little back step from AJ.
Yeah,
and a jab.
Nice counter work from Joshua. Mandatory defense is. And it is. And Alexander Povetkin was written off by a lot of people, but already he's shown a great deal. Giving 1 or 2 distress signals, the left hook of Joshua. and the right hand follow. This is excellent from AJ. From Joshua. Some people were saying Joshua would take out POVETKIN early. He might do here. Lovely right hand. On a left hook and a right hand. And down goes the Russian with a big left hand. And AJ rocks Wembley all over again. A statement sent out in this blue ribbon division. Blistering finish from Joshua. The fans wanted the knockout, and after a very, very engaging fight, AJ finds the answer. The ammunition too much for Alexander POVETKIN, who stopped for the first time in his life. Close, 1,000 fans have lapped up the chance. No longer the eerie atmosphere.
Nuts, both guys very cagey here, trying to find their range, trying to establish the jab.
Right hand from new time for AJ. And look at this with the hand speed of PULEV, who's been so at ease this week, so confident.
Yeah, PULEV looking for that lead left hook with Joshua.
Oh, big right hand from Joshua in the third round, and PULEV took that.
I think he's going to get the knockout here. He's going to go for it.
Down goes PULEV.
Got nailed with a couple of, well, with several hard uppercuts as well. You know, and he yeah, I think PULEV's trying to jab the. Oh, good right hand
was a good one from Joshua.
You know, Joshua walking onto that lovely right hand over the top of the jab. Tried it there again, just fell short that time. But PULEV, a nice jab to the body.
Yeah, really nice that from Joshua. Wild right hand, but again looking for the uppercut, and he's planting his feet. Just almost seems that he needs waking up at times, Joshua, as he goes back, and now good uppercut from Joshua, and that one really hurt PULEV, and he's down again. Surely needs the bell. Will Joshua let him off the hook?
Oh, big shots.
And that is it. A sizzling AJ reminder as he retains his world heavyweight belts and remains on that road to undisputed. Back with a bang, home with the titles. Anyone for Joshua Fury and a double dose in 2021? Yes, please. Joshua's back.
Champion and the man who dropped Tyson Fury in his boxing debut, scheduled for 10. Here we go. So a pawing jab, left hook there from Ngannou, blocked by AJ. Focus. No! AJ touched it, he went down! Ngannou seems to be biting on every feint.
Yeah, and that left hook is there for AJ.
Yeah, and we saw that the shot came just after his switch to the southpaw. And again, that right hand from Joshua. And heavy.
Right hand. He's
Ngannou walked right into it, and you can't do that.
incredible! What a shot!
And Ngannou's out cold, ladies and gentlemen. He's not even moving. What a performance from AJ.
Mike, that right hand had shades of Donald Curry versus Milton McCrory, but he just walked over when he went.